Okay, how you doing there? Alright, we're back here with the God channel, and I'd like to make this illustration to you. As you can see, we have a globe here and a cube, and the cube is proportional to our heavenly kingdom, the New Jerusalem. So I'd like to illustrate this point to you so that you understand the proportions, kind of like what we're dealing with here, okay, and how this thing all plays out, okay, on the God channel, right? Because we're here talking about the truth. Where this isn't imaginary time, this is reality time, okay? So let's get started here. I'd like to turn on some music now that we perform with the band, so hopefully it doesn't hurt anybody's feelings and they want to start knocking me off of YouTube for this stuff, but I do play guitar on this, so you can congratulate me if you want. Alright, so here goes. I'll put a little bit of this on for you because I feel it's appropriate to this topic that we're going to be discussing right now. I'm going to have to turn this down a little bit, I know. Sorry about that, but I think this thing, the mic on this camera picks up way too hot, so I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me unless I really kind of turn that down pretty much all the way. Alright, anyway, so getting back to the God channel over here. Now look, what we're looking at here is, let me first illustrate to you without the cube. Okay, I'm sure you've seen this a dozen times. Alright, this is our world. Okay, and now with the cube, this is our world with the kingdom come on it. Okay, that's what we've been praying for this kingdom to come. Do you understand that? You see how that works there? We've been praying for that thing to come for a very long time. Alright, now let me illustrate this point to you. Jesus went to this place, okay, to prepare rooms or prepare places for his children to live, and it's his children, okay? He's the guy who said, I'm the first, okay? So that means that Jesus is Adam. He went to this kingdom to prepare places for his children, okay? Now here's the very important relationship that you need to understand, because Jesus is, you know, faithful and true to his promises, and this promise in particular to go to this kingdom here and prepare places. I need for you to understand a very important relationship that's going on here. So I'm gonna switch off the background there for a minute so I can illustrate this to you. We're gonna jump into wireframe mode here. Okay, so let's say, for example, that this is the earth and this is the kingdom. Okay, now when people have children on the earth, they fill the earth with all of their kids. So what Jesus does is he goes up to his kingdom. Okay, and we're going to add a subdivision modifier there, and boom, now he is creating rooms in his kingdom. You see how that just happened? The more people, watch this relationship that happens here. When there's more people in the world, then Jesus is up here. He's waiting for this to happen up there, and boom, just like that. You see that? Alright, so let me emphasize this with the music once again so you really get the point here. Alright, now Now people have babies here in the world. So wait, like that? You see that? Did you see what just happened there? And Jesus, since he's up there, you know, watching us below, he's go like that. You see how that just happened right there? The kingdom, he's creating places in the kingdom for his children down here. So watch. You see the multiplication takes place? You see that? Did you see how people are having children here on earth? And Jesus is up there creating those places for his children because he loves us. Do you understand that relationship between heaven and earth? Do you understand how the truth is affected by what we do down here? Watch. If I add a subdivision modifier to this, you see what just happened? A whole bunch of babies came up into the world. Now look, here's what happens up in heaven. You see that? Jesus created a whole bunch more places in the kingdom. Did you catch that? That's why I think that this guitar solo, I rip ass on it, don't I? And let me tell you something. It is such an appropriate song to sing The Mob Rules because it's so very, very true, isn't it? When you understand the relationship that's going on here between heaven and earth, see that? When I put a subdivision modifier in there, boom, it's getting really dense with, you can see that, okay? It's amazing how dense that just got with all the populations of babies that just grew up over there. Now look, here in response to this, Jesus is keeping his promise, and bang, we're talking like, again, you see that? See how the mob rules? Do you see that? Isn't that really cool? And it's really, really true because it's a real promise of Jesus. Now you just look it up yourselves and find out the truth, because you don't need me to tell you the truth. You need God to tell you the truth. And that's what we're trying to get to here on the God channel, is for God to tell you the truth with his very own lips and tongue. That's what we're going to get to here, okay? That's what this whole thing is all about here on the God channel. Now watch, let me X out of this. I'm going to go ahead and X out of, whoops, let me do that. Okay, there we go. Let me just X out of that. Alright, so now we're back to sort of normal here. Alright, now look. Going back to the solid, going back to a texture, and this is what we're going to get to next. Getting God, boom, to talk to you directly. I thank you.